Isabel Ion, writer and director. Isabel is a London-based writer, director, and creative voice in film and video. Her most recent short film, Can't a Girl, is a short film showing the life of a hopeless romantic, diving into her surreal world of dating. I absolutely loved this film and connected with it so much, both story and the style. Isabel has worked across music videos and visual projects with a strong focus on actor performance and striking visual style. Her work reflects a thoughtful blend of storytelling and authentic flair, and I'm really excited to hear about her journey. I worked with Isabel on season 1 of Hear Me Out for 4.0, and I'm so pleased to connect with her again and see what she's been up to. Welcome to the Art of the Graft podcast, a safe space for people in production of different backgrounds, ethnicities, and minorities. Today, I have the wonderful director, Isabel Ion. How are you today? Ion. See, I knew it. I knew I was going to do it.
It's okay.
I was thinking about it too hard, and here we are. Ion. Isabel Ion. It's lovely to have you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. A bit tired because I was at work all day, but I
hear you.
Very excited for this.
Yeah, I'll give you some of my energy because clearly there's too much going on right now. So, like I've been saying, it's meant to be a really fun, free-flowing podcast. I have been interested to get you on because I've seen some of the work you've done previously, and obviously we worked together on Hear Me Out season 1. Yeah. But to be honest, I didn't know you were a director when we first met. So then when I've seen you on your website and what things you've worked on, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I always kind of submarine myself in as a runner.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the shoot, I'm like, by the way, guys, I'm also a director. Do you want to check out my work?
You sent me the email of like, oh, by the way, I'm open for work. And I was like, what? So it was a really nice surprise. And also like your most recent film, thank you for sending me that because that was a really, really good watch. I've sent it to so many people.
Oh my God, thank you.
And we've all been like, okay, we need to chat. But what I'd love to talk about firstly is what was your introduction into where you are now within your career?
So I started out, I studied English at uni. And then I did lots of theatre directing from that when I was at university. But I always secretly wanted to do film because I loved like going to the cinema when I was younger. Yeah. And I always wanted to be like a film director. But it was I don't know anyone in the industry. And all my family are like doctors and like, scientists. Yeah. So I literally didn't know anyone doing what I'm now doing. So it kind of felt a bit like a pipe dream. And then, in 2019, I just randomly started getting gigs as like a runner and things like that. Yeah. And then it kind of went from there.
So literally started from the ground up, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Made your way up.
It's been a weird one because it started, I was like directing some plays and then they went well. And then I was like, you know what? I want to direct films. So I tried to direct some films, which were really bad, obviously. And then also like through the years started doing more like production stuff. Yeah. And then also had a corporate job. So like very slowly like piece it all together and I am where I am now in my late 20s.
What was your first sort of like project that you did as a director that you felt like, oh, okay, this feels like a good piece. This feels like a good representation of your work?
Probably my first like proper short film, Sophia's Birthday, which was in 2022. I think everything before that was a bit like I wouldn't show it to anyone, Yeah. Like it was fun and I had to do it to like grow as a person. But that was the first one. But even that one, I still cringe when I watch it and I now like try not to show it to people if I can avoid it. So I'm making more short films so I can show them to people instead of that. Yeah. I guess that wasn't that long ago, but yeah.
Nice. Okay. And then sort of like what's been your avenues with getting work now and what's your process, I guess, when it comes to your projects?
So I did lots of running on music videos and commercials, and then I started like approaching directors when I was on those, just at the end and just going up to them like really shaky voice.
Oh, nice.
Like, can I like come and maybe come on set with you one day? So then I did a bit of like shadowing and assisting for some directors, which was really cool. And that's actually how I met Ben, who runs After Party Studios.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I basically, his now wife, Edie Amos, who's also an amazing director, I really liked her work on Instagram and I kept just like emailing her and I'd never met her. She had no idea who I was. And I just like eventually she replied and she was like, okay, fine. Like I'll get you on set. And then she got me on some really cool stuff.
Oh, nice.
And then I think I assume she must have like put me in the hat, in the ring or whatever with Ben for the Hear Me Out thing. So then I did a bit more like directors assisting, which was really good. And then on the side of that, I've been directing my own things and then trying to find different ways of making money, whether that's by like running on commercials and music videos or like working in a cafe, or I had a corporate job for like 3 years. So really it's been a whole like mix of things. It's been, I think I had no idea how to like get into the industry.
Yeah.
And there's no like blueprint anywhere.
But yeah, that's very true.
I think it's been a really, like, I feel really old now for where I am in my career.
Yeah.
And it's just taken such a long time to actually learn about the industry and learn what you actually should be doing and shouldn't be doing and who you should be talking to. Like, I had no idea that to get jobs as a runner, I needed to talk to the first AD. And I was told that on this like random commercial that I ran on, and I was like, oh, that's why I never get more work from shoots, because I always email like the producer or something.
Yeah, and they're never
they
gonna
don't care. Like, so, it's been like very, very much like a long learning process. Yeah,
I think it is. Yeah, it's very eye opening in those moments, because I did the exact same thing. It was like producers and directors. So I was quite lucky because I worked with the Sidemen before.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm not a massive YouTuber, never have been, but they were like the only YouTube group that I knew of. At the time I was working in operations and office manager role, and they needed that out at Arcade.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll join, like, cool. And I think everyone kind of didn't understand why I didn't make a fuss being there, because I don't think I really understood the magnitude of like online content and stuff. And then I really wanted to get into production, and I was talking about it for so long. And Jazz Marva, who's one of my favourite people to work with, and she's still at Arcade now, she was just like, just do it. Yeah. Like, you need to stop talking about it and kind of just do it now. And then she kind of just gave me the confidence of like, just send someone a LinkedIn, like, I can loop you in and blah, blah. And After Party had done the charity match a couple times with the Sidemen. And she was like, I think this might be a really good company for you. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, fine. But it was like towards the end of the year, wasn't too sure what was going to like kind of come from it. I sent one message to Josh within a couple of days. He was like, okay, let's have a chat. I was like, oh my God. Crazy. And I wasn't really like ready for it, because my entire life everyone's told me how hard it is to get into production. And it really put me off, and it put my back up quite a lot. And I was very honest with him. I was like, I don't watch YouTube. I don't really know this world. But also, I've never worked in production in this scale, like, at all. Yeah. But I think it's, I was very blessed to have someone who saw my work ethic, gave me a chance, and now it'll be 2 years in December that I've been here.
Damn. So cool. Are you a producer here?
Yeah. Production manager. Yeah. So Alicia Crystal, when I first started, she was a PM.
Okay.
And so she kind of like taught me the ropes and everything. And then it was earlier this year, she went to more the creative side. And then it was like out of nowhere, I realized that I was the only PM in the company. I was a bit like, oh shit.
The big dog.
Okay. I've got this. This is fine. But it's great because I've got the support from everyone here.
Yeah.
Which is, it's been fantastic. Enough about me. We're not here about me. We're here to talk about you and your work and everything you're doing. But yeah, I'd love to talk about your most recent film.
Yes.
Talk to me about it. Let the people know, because I cannot tell you how much I loved it.
Oh,
and
I
watched it, and I was sitting there like, oh God, I can relate to this. And it really got my brain thinking. And it's actually changed my mindset on my approach to relationships and
oh my God.
Yeah. Honestly, it made me think quite a lot, especially just being a woman and being such a, like, I love so much, and I love relationships so much, and I think you get to a point where you're like, you're not loving it the right way.
Yeah.
But I think your film is great, and it just talk about it, because the way it was done and the way it was filmed was so, it's just wonderful. And even like towards the end, it just really draws you in. But yeah, anyway, you go.
Thank you. That's actually so nice to hear, because I don't know, like, I really enjoyed making it, but sometimes I'm like, is it too silly? Is it too like whatever? But
no, it was great.
It was really fun. So it's called Can't a Girl, and it's a 10-minute kind of like I need to really nail the genre for this and like the elevator pitch, because I'm really bad at this side of things. But it's basically a kind of like romantic disaster comedy, I think is how I would describe it.
Yeah.
And it gets very surreal and absurd. And it's about a girl called Amy, who's this like hopeless romantic. And she subscribes to a VHS video dating service, which they had in the 80s.
Right.
And it's basically like Tinder or Hinge, but like on VHS.
Yeah.
And then she meets all these guys and it goes really wrong and it gets a bit like weird. And she learns her lessons about optimism and wanting everything to be perfect and just thinking that like the love of her life is going to walk into her life and it'll be all easy and amazing.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, have you met men? Like, so yeah, it was like, it was really fun to make. And now it's going into the festival circuit and stuff.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like, fingers crossed that it's going to do okay.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So what's the process like? What's the timeline to doing a film like that?
I mean, that one, I actually started writing it ages ago, like 2 years ago, when I was having a really, really bad time in dating. And just like at that time, a lot of things in my life were going wrong, like including dating and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I ended up actually like quitting my job as a runner in a post-production house. And I went traveling for ages. And then I came back to London to do essentially what I'm doing now. So everything got like put on hold for a bit.
Right.
So technically this has been maybe like 2 years in the making.
Oh,
but
right,
then in terms of when I started actually really rewriting it and then producing it, probably like a year, I would say. Yeah, but it can be faster. It was just, there were lots of reasons that it got delayed.
Yeah.
Post-production also got delayed for reasons that I won't let happen again. And it's just like, again, a learning experience. Like I think now I could probably write and like produce and post-produce something in maybe like 6 months.
Oh, nice. Okay, wow.
Yeah. But
that's all pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, depending on like how much other work I'm doing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's ambitious, but
yeah, I was going to say, how do you find the balance with like your own personal projects and then other projects that you're working on for like other production houses?
Yeah, that's actually something I'm struggling with at the moment, to be honest. So I was doing, when I was on the shoot with you guys, I was kind of doing part-time in a cafe and then part-time like running and PA work and production stuff. But it became really hard to manage because I would like have to cancel shoots because I had shifts.
Right, okay, yeah.
But then I had to keep the shifts because there weren't enough shoots around to be like paying my rent. So it was like such a hard balancing act. So I ended up stopping doing the freelance production stuff for a while to actually go full-time in a cafe, which I'm now doing, and then just focus on directing.
Yeah.
And do the occasional, like if someone is like, oh, do you want to do this commercial on this day and it's my day off or something, then I'll do it. But I'm kind of like not focusing as much on that. But then working full time to also pay rent, it's like hard to find the time to do all the projects, like my own projects and then music videos for artists and stuff like that. So I am struggling a bit at the moment and I'm kind of trying to work out a way of working less on other things. So I can do more of my own things just so I can like speed up the process. Because it's really, it's like you're like a juggler.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, you're doing a lot, and I think this is again like one big part of the podcast. I'm trying to make people sort of like understand is the work you have to put in. Yeah, for like something that you're really passionate about and you love doing. Yeah, it's not easy,
and no one sees it. They just see the film.
Do you know what?
And they're like, fair. And you're like, do you know?
Yeah. And this is the thing. I think there's also, I definitely have that assumption if people are making their own films and shows and stuff, I'm always like, oh, so they must be just constantly working because they've got the time to do it. And it's like, well, actually, no, they're doing this and this and this and this just to make ends meet and then make, one of their personal things actually work out. Yeah. So how have you found sort of like, how have you found that balance in general? Do you feel like you have to, how do I want to word this? Do you feel like you've had to ever take a break from production to be like, I can't put my all in this right now? Or are you more like, no, let me just keep going. I'll get there. What's your work ethic in that sense?
I think at the moment I kind of feel like I need a bit of a break. Yeah. For a bit, but maybe just for like a month or so. Yeah. Just once I've shot my next film. Yeah. Just to like chill out. Because I think it's like, like hustle culture, and I think it's really good to work really hard, and that's what I've been doing this year, and I'm proud of that. But as a creative, I think you like lose your creative energy or like the juices if you don't like allow yourself to breathe. Yeah. And I think it's actually really important if you're doing anything like writing or producing something or directing something or anything, you need to like have time to reset. And like I think it's about finding a balance between just like working your little ass off to like get everything done, but also make sure that you like have headspace and you can like recover and like just not burn out, so that you just like still have fresh ideas and stuff. Like you said, the idea for this podcast came when you were like out having fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like you need to do that stuff to like, I don't know, think of new things.
Yeah, because I was talking to, so we've got one episode with Mikkel Bailey, and he's someone who I kind of followed. It's funny, actually, it wasn't his work that I followed. I followed his Instagram because of his posts are just, they're really quite inspirational. And he was someone that kind of made me think about the balance of not burning yourself out. And I think, I mean, when I first started in production, it was just like, just get on every shoot as much as you can and all that kind of stuff. And I got to the point where I think people noticed. I was like, oh, actually, I need a break. Yeah, like I need a minute. Yeah. And again, like working within production is fantastic. I mean, I couldn't ask for a different role, but there is a mental health and a physical health side that people sometimes don't acknowledge as much. And creating those spaces for people to be like, I need a minute. I need to step back, and
that's okay, and it's not like embarrassing or like whatever. It's like actually helping the end goal.
Yeah, exactly. Like I went to James Byfield. I think I was overwhelmed on a shoot, and then he asked me to come on something. I was like, yeah, cool, fine. And within like a few days, I was like, I was like, I can't do it. I was like, there's no part of me that wants to do it. But
when you can't even like think, you're just like,
it's overwhelmed, and it's a bit too much. And even when we're on sets now, I always tell people, if you ever just need to step away, just come to me, and and it's fine. Because even when we did because we worked together on Hear Me Out, and that was quite an early project for me as well, and it was a really fun project to do.
So fun.
But even in those moments, I feel like you get to like mother henning very quick, and you're like, you okay? Everyone's had water. Yeah, are we good? Are we all right?
But that's the energy you need on a shoot, because you don't always have someone like that.
Yeah, but that was also the first time I was able to talk to other people on set and be like, oh, so you're actually working on this and this and this and this and this and this and this. I'm just sitting there, oh my God.
You were so nice.
Oh, thanks.
You were like really approachable and really warm and friendly, and like, generally people are nice on shoots, I find, but like you were like particularly nice.
No, honestly, I can
normally
say
people like that, you're like, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
So busy and like
no, I still, even until today, I still find it quite intimidating. I feel I feel intimidated by everyone on set, because I'm always feel
imposter syndrome.
Yeah, and I always feel like I'm like still like the really green junior person around. But then when people come to me, I'm like, okay, I need to sort my shit out. I need to get myself
together.
Yeah, exactly. But that's one thing that I remember when we're on Hear Me Out, was like, it felt like I can come to you and talk to you about anything, and it felt like if I had any questions, and because I think this is the other thing, that I was still understanding the roles quite a lot, so I was just like watching you and observing you, like, okay, and it's that, and then director needs that.
So you're doing.
Yeah. So like it was a really, really good space to kind of like learn that, pretty much. I'd love to know if on when you're on sets, is there any other, what are the things that admire you most when you're on set and you're working with people?
You mean like in other people?
In other people.
I think definitely that, like being really approachable and friendly.
Yeah.
It's so easy in the industry to either be like so stressed that you're just like, and no one wants to like, approach you, or to be kind of like, it's a very closed network, right? And it's really hard to get your foot in the door. And I think when you're new and you have that feeling of like, I don't know anyone here, like some random guy just signed me up for this, and like I don't know anything about filming or like production and stuff, I think it's so easy for people who are like higher up or even like more experienced in your position, like another runner or something, to just not include you. Yeah. So I always really admire that when people are like explaining how it works and like giving you advice and things like that. Yeah. And I think just people who can like have a laugh and not get stressed when things go. Yeah. Things always go wrong. Like exactly. I've never been on a shoot where things haven't gone wrong, apart from maybe like the highest budget commercial ever, because there's just so much money that nothing could go wrong. But like things always go wrong. So you just need to be around people who like stay cool and can kind of like laugh about it and like, not just like get really angry at everything. Yeah. Do you find yourself when you're on sets that you're just kind of like locking in with other directors and like
watching what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
yeah, and like, because I'm always there as a runner, and so you're supposed to be like production focused, which I obviously am because I do my job very well. But I've always got one eye on the director, and I'm like, I'm talking to you at the end of this.
yeah. Who would you say is like your biggest influences, director wise? That's kind of like steered you to where your work is now.
So I think definitely Edie, who I think her work is so cool, and I love music videos and like the scene that she directs in. And she's directed for some really cool artists. And I think she's like one of the most humble people that I've ever met. Yeah. But then when you look at her like portfolio, it's insane. Yeah. Like if you spoke to her and you didn't know anything, you'd think she was like
Also because when I met her, I'd never met her before. I didn't realize that she was Ben's partner. Yeah. And then it was just like this female director. I was like, this is sick. Yeah. Because I think she's actually the first female director I worked with.
Yeah. I think probably same. Apart from maybe like one music video ages ago. But she does really big things. And she got me on a shoot for Loewe. I think Loewe. Yeah. With Bose for NME. That was really cool. Yeah. And that was my first proper like director's assistant role, like shadowing or whatever. That was so cool. And then she got me on a video with Coldplay, and I was like, what the hell? Like my dad went crazy for that. I was like, Dad,
by the way,
I'm with Chris Martin. So that was like really, really cool. Yeah. And I think she just she just like does it without any like pretentiousness or anything like that. And I really respect that. And I really respect that she had no idea who I was, but she like welcomed me in and helped me out and gave me loads of advice. So I really, really appreciate that about her, for sure. That. So she's definitely been a big influence. Yeah. And then like I'm trying to think of other people that I've worked with. I mean, obviously Ben. Like that was my most insane assisting job, I think. Hear me out. Yeah. It was so cool. And he's just like locked in on the project. Yeah, I know. I absolutely love work with him because it's also, you can see the gears turning when he's working. I get so like, you're just so locked in with him when he's working. Like there was a moment we were doing a Sky shoot the other day, and I kind of forgot that I was just leaning on the wall, just watching him. Someone was like, get out. And I was like, oh shit. Sorry. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention, but I had the same thing with Edie. We did a shoot with, I think it was an EA Sports thing, and we had to explode a cake. And there was just a moment, I was just standing there just staring at her. Yeah. And I was like, oh wait, no, I'm being weird. I need to leave. But it was the way she was commanding the space and the way she speaks to the crew is just like, it's just so nice and polite. And I was like, that's the goal. Yeah. It's just everyone's on the same team. We're here to do the same thing. Yeah. It's a good time. Let's just get it done efficiently. Yeah. And just keep it a good vibe. Definitely.
That's all it
and
needs
like kindness. Always kindness.
100%. Yeah. I mean, I've heard some real horror stories about some directors, which I will never mention at all. But I'm always like, it must be harder for you to be a douchebag than it is to just be kind to someone who's also just wants to learn from you. Yeah, exactly. And understand the industry a bit better. Yeah. So there's a documentary that you did with the ballet shoes. Yes. Please.
Oh my God, that was so long. That was one of the projects before the ones that I would like show to people, but I still have it on my website.
I only watched it yesterday.
Did you watch it?
I watched it yesterday. It's really good.
Oh, thank you.
And but again, I don't know, there's something about your style that I admire quite a lot. It took me back. Yeah. Like way back to like the late 80s, early 90s sort of like style. And you keep it so simple and really allowing people to just like tell their stories. And this is something that if someone had sent to me or I'd just seen it randomly, I would never have watched it. And I was so locked in that. How was filming that? And like, what was that whole process with that film?
So that was crazy because I got a grant to go to America and do a road trip basically and do a film. So I got like £2,000 and then I got like an Amtrak train ticket. Yeah. And then I just basically got the train around America, which is fine on like the West Coast because everyone uses the train there. Yeah. But when you get to like the deep south, it's really weird. It was probably still one of the craziest experiences in my life. And I just went to different cities and I like interviewed different directors who were basically like re-representing their communities. So they were all like local or grassroots directors. Right. Because I've always been really interested in like the Hollywood portrayal of different like places or people. And obviously in America, every state or like city almost has its own way of like being portrayed in films. So it's like, if you are watching a film about like New York or like Mississippi or New Orleans, you know kind of what the vibe is going to be. It's like a big Hollywood production. So there are all these directors who are doing more like localized filmmaking and like telling, I guess, more authentic stories of their communities.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. And then I just reached out to random people who I found on the internet, and then some of them replied. So I went to interview them. And I also interviewed, so that was Benjamin Simmons in New Orleans, who did the documentary about Bally's.
Yeah.
And then I also interviewed this guy in El Paso who had like covered the El Paso shootings.
Oh, yeah.
He did loads of documentary work. Yeah, so it was really cool.
I have to admire your confidence just to reach out to people. Because I just realized you said it once with like with a job, just going up to a director and be like, I'm going to have a chat with you. And then reach out to random people that you don't know. I mean, it's ballsy as hell. Yeah. But it's great. Because it's exactly what you kind of need to do to get your name out there and let people know, like, this is what I want to do, love to get you involved. Yeah. I think because I've met so many introverted people, especially in production. I'm like, how does this work? Yeah. And somehow you're still like cracking on. You're still doing it. Like I think that again, there's a stigma of you must be really loud and over the top. Mm-hmm. I mean, I am. So that's a whole other fucking. I said that with like all my arms flouncing about. But I mean, within production, I think there is a stigma of you must be like this extroverted, over the top, blah 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 blah. But I've met so many introverted people within production. I'm like. I actually admire the way you kind of think and you work around it without it kind of taking over as well. But you still get shit done. Yeah, just doing it with like 10 times anxiety. Like, oh my God, do they think I'm weird? Oh mate, I think about it all the time. No, I think it's great. And I think that, again, there's an opportunity for people who are on a more like quiet side or more introverted that, to not be... Yes, it's always going to be scary no matter what you do, but to not allow that fear to kind of like take over too much. Because I mean, again, like you, as you said, you're an introverted person, but look at the projects you've been able to do and the connection you've been able to make. I mean, we had the minute I got told your name here, it was just like right on the roster, and we've always kept this roster of people. We rotate it as much as we can, but you can say your name in this office, and I'll be, oh yeah, I know Isabel. And I think it's great, and it doesn't have to be like, your energy has to match all the time. It's just like you're just really good at what you do, and you really enjoy what you do, but you respect the space more than anything, which I think is super important. Yeah. I try to tell this to people all the time when it comes to work in production. You don't need to be, all of that. It's be yourself. Yeah. But there's always that space for for everyone, different personalities, different backgrounds. Yeah. Everything. It's like be yourself but confidently. Yeah, exactly. I think that's what I had to learn is you have to like back yourself. Yeah. Have you ever felt that your anxiety has taken over too much when you're like working on on different shows and things for other people or even on your own stuff? Yeah, I think like I used to be so shy, like really, really shy. And I've always had a massive like public speaking anxiety. And I think that's held me back for so long in terms of like things I gravitated towards or whatever. I would always try and be more like in the background. And I think it's really been a massive like learning curve or like character arc, I guess, of the last like 3 years even. Like it's been a slow process. So even like when I did that documentary and I reached out to everyone, that was still weird. But I think they were all like in America and whatever, it was fine. Like it was so far away, it didn't really matter. And then when I first started going on shoots, I would just like go and be kind of shy and like do the work that needed to be done and then like go home and maybe like email them afterwards. And then I realized like a few years into it, okay, if I actually want to get serious about this, I need to, I guess, show up a little bit more confidently. Yeah. And yeah, I'm never going to be that person that's like super, like, the energy of the room and everything like that. But I think I just had to learn how to like overcome, I guess like social anxiety and things like that. Because even like I forced myself to go up to directors at the end and talk to them and be like, can I like come on a shoot with you or something? But sometimes it's fine. Sometimes my voice is like literally shaking and I'm like, this is so embarrassing. But like, you just have to do it because I'm like, I will kick myself if I don't do this. Yeah. So you have to do it. Yeah. And I saw a quote that I'm probably going to misremember this now, but I wrote it down somewhere and it's like, what's
what's like the one thing that's worse than doing the thing that you're scared of. And it's
right,
like,
okay.
it's the fear of doing nothing forever or something like that. So it's like the fear of not doing the thing is actually worse than the fear of doing the thing that you're scared of.
Yeah.
I explained that so badly. But that's basically the vibe. Basically, you've got to do the thing, even if it scares you. So like, I've just been forcing myself. And sometimes I'll just go and like psych myself up in the corner for like a minute and then go and talk to them. But probably just like linger awkwardly and make eye contact for too long and then approach them, which is probably worse, but...
Just in the corner, just...
Literally. I mean, so the cafe I work at, they actually shot this big film there the other day. Oh. And they ended up having us as like extras in the background. It was so cool. Random. But there was a big producer there who's like this LA producer, and she just started a production company with Ryan Gosling. And I was like, Ryan wasn't there. But I was like, if I don't go and talk to her, I will literally never forgive myself. But I was so scared. And she was sat inside the cafe, and I was literally like walking back and forth on the pavement in front of the cafe, just like she could see me. It was really, I was being weird. Like I was definitely making it weird, but I was like just so hard trying to psych myself out to go and talk to her. And probably a full 5 minutes later, I went in and I spoke to her, and I was like, hi, like, can I like email you my stuff? She was so nice, and she was like, definitely, I would love to help you out in any way I can. Obviously, she hasn't replied, but you know, you have to do it.
Again, it's just you're right, it's having the confidence.
Yeah.
Just doing it. Once you've done it, you don't have to think about it as much.
Exactly.
And then it helps build up for like the next opportunity and the next thing you can do. And I commend it, because I don't think I would do it.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I don't think I could.
Yeah.
I've been in many situations where I could have. But again, I'm sit in the corner. Like, most people don't see me on sets and stuff. I'm just like, let me just hide, and I might talk to you if you look my way, and then we potentially.
But also, you're being approached for work, so you know.
Not really.
You're in the hard level.
I kind of get told what to do here. No, I mean, I will say it is nice working in this kind of production house, because we're always doing like new projects and stuff. I mean, I would love to try to do film or a music video or something one day. I don't know if I'll be cut out for it.
Do you mean producing it?
Yeah.
Or like,
I don't know. And I was having, actually, the episode I was doing the other day, we were having this whole conversation of like, where do you see your career going? I love being a production manager so much. I can't imagine doing anything else.
Yeah.
But there's so many opportunities within this industry that I was like, maybe I could try.
But someone told me that a PM is the best job in the industry, because...
Who the hell? I'm saying.
Because you have like, you're high enough up the food chain that you're like, you've got a good amount of power, and like you're in a very good position, you get pretty well paid, but you're not at the level where like all of the responsibility falls on your shoulders, and it's like, you know what? You're super stressful, and you're burnt out and like whatever. And I can't remember who told me this, but yeah, they were just like, PM is like the jammiest job in the industry. So you know, definitely go else wherever you want to, but
no, it does. I will say, I think because my weird passion in the last few years has been like logistics and just planning things. And once I knew that was an actual job in production, I was like, oh God, get me in, man. Me to sort a whole shoot. Fine, let me do it. It's fine. But it's it took me a minute to kind of get there. I mean, there's still moments where I get I've been on so many shoots now, but I still get so overwhelmed. And like Jamie McDonald, anytime we're on a shoot, he'll be like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Well, fine, just having a minute, just
taking deep breaths.
Just let me figure it out." That's why I warn people this about all the time. There's moments where you'll just see me have like a burst of energy, and I'll just start dancing on set.
Yeah,
I can't help it. I need to just release it somewhere and kind of
in a positive way.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is. It's just I think that I still know people who've been in the industry for like 15, 20 years, and they still have that anxiety. They still feel like the pressure. They still feel that level of like self-sabotage that's kind of come in. I think no matter how long we've been in the industry, those things will always kind of creep up. It's just how you manage it, and having that the right community around you, really, I guess.
Yeah.
When it comes to networking, what's your approach there? Because I'm always interested in this side of things, because you already approach people anyway. But do you, as sort of like a director coming into your own and doing your own work, how how do you get it out there, and what are you doing to let people know your work and what you're doing?
So I'm so bad at networking. And
okay, this is her opportunity, guys.
Yeah, like this is my Instagram handle. It's actually, so this year, I can't really multitask very well. So this year has been my year of like working and like making loads of work. And then next year, I'm like, okay, 2026 is a year where I'm like getting it out there. So basically, towards the end of this year or the start of next year, I'm going to draw up my like grand networking plan of like, I'm going to find loads of events to go to and loads of like people to speak to and that kind of thing. And, like directors, reps to reach out to and that sort of thing, which I've like dabbled in so far, but I haven't really like gone at it. And there are people that I've seen who are probably my level of directors, but they just like shoot forward so much faster and they're really good at networking. It's always those ones. It's the ones that like go for coffee with everyone, go to all the film festivals, go to all the just like anything and get photographed at them and then like post it and like all of that kind of thing. I hate that stuff. And I know it's like so sad because I know that I genuinely probably would be further ahead in my career if I was good at it. So I'm basically trying to get better at it. But so far my approach has been, I've got like 2 monster spreadsheets. One is for production, one is for directing.
Oh, love a spreadsheet.
One is, but basically I'll just like put contacts that I get from like online or from shoots and things like that. And then I'll write down like their name, what they do, their email, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And then I'll like reach out to them. And then that goes in one column. And then I've done like reach out number 1. And then like 2 months later, I'll do reach out number 2. And then
so organized.
2 months later, really, as such a disorganized person, it's like my most insanely like psycho kind of like organizational thing that I've done. And I'm like, if anyone on those spreadsheets ever saw the spreadsheet, I think they'd be really freaked out. And then I think, and then I had a limit. I think the limit was like 4 reach outs. Like if they haven't replied after 4 emails, then now like it's cold. It's gone cold. Like I'm not following up. So Edie, all of that. I got the work with her because I think I emailed her probably about 5 times actually. And then when we were on set the first time, she was like, I literally just like got you here because you just kept emailing me. I was like, great.
Just kept poking at.
So that's been the approach so far. But I think I need to expand beyond my spreadsheets because I just need to definitely go to more events and I think just be like seen a lot more. And then you can go and then when you have the work, which I now do, which I'm happy with, then you can go with a bit more confidence and be like, okay, I've made this cool stuff. So like, and then fingers crossed. Yeah.
God, sorry, you've just melted my brain with a spreadsheet, and I'm now just like imagining that's like color coded.
It's like a keyword that's lit up something in your brain.
Oh my gosh.
Spreadsheet.
I love a spreadsheet. Everything I do has a spreadsheet.
I'll send you the spreadsheet.
Oh my God, honestly do, because sorry, I can't. I'm going to sort of go into spreadsheets and it's going to turn super nerdy, but we'll talk about it after. No, I think that's it's a really interesting approach because I think, one, you're doing it and you're not giving up. You're giving it a certain amount of chance, which is great. But again, having the database there, I never would have thought about something like that. It's actually that's such a really good idea, and I think that's something someone could use, like on their, in their own approaches on how they want to get jobs and all that kind of stuff. And again, but my thing is, it's good because it's keeping track of who you've approached and how many times without it kind of like bugging them. But that means you have all of their like names, their details, and then their job their job roles and everything.
Literally. Yeah. That's I think great. You're probably in the spreadsheet.
That's great.
You're there somewhere.
I love that so much. I might even ask you for this template because it might need to go on this podcast website when we actually do this, because I'm just thinking about the amount of people that I know that could use that, because the way they do the outreach and stuff is sometimes so dysfunctional.
It's like scatty, because I'm such a scatty person, which is why I need the spreadsheet. It's my anchor. Because my brain is like la la la, like it's all over the place. So I'm like, if I just have it written down and it's almost like a formula, then I'm like, I just do that.
No, that's
and then I don't forget what I've done and like
because I do. I mean, the thing that's the other thing I forget about. There's so many social events within film and TV. And it just goes right past me. Unless someone tells me about it, I'm like, I never really look.
And then you're like, oh, I'm tired. Like, nah.
But tired. But
then I can't afford to be like that.
Exactly. Because I think I kind of pushed myself more when I was working at the Sidemen, because I was like, I just want to talk to people. And I want to understand this role a bit more before I kind of get into it. And that's also, this is one part of the podcast. Hopefully, if there's longevity, I'd love to do those social groups and get like a room full of directors in together and just mingle and chat and discuss and exchange work and just have like this amazing index of people who can just feel connected worldwide and build something quite amazing. Because I love, looking at like young directors and people who are like, oh, I want to be a director, but I don't know how to get into it. I'm like, mate, listen to this podcast, meet this person, look at your website. Like I think, and this is going to sound super lame, your website is the way it is. It's so nice to look at as well, which I think is a big thing. But I went from clip to clip to clip to clip, and it's just so easy to watch things. Yeah. But I love that you've got like a 15-minute thing and like a 4-minute thing and like a music video here, and it just shows you don't have to feel pigeonholed. Like you can actually do these projects that you're interested in doing, that you love doing, and you can tell that you've loved like through the work as well. What are the crew sizes like on some of these shoots that you're doing? I
mean, compared to something like an after party shoot, very small. So probably like depending. I mean, the last Can't Girl, the short film, probably we had like producer, me. I don't think we even had a runner, DOP, lighting, camera assistant, stylist, sound, like fewer than 10 people. Sure. The last music video I did that we shot on film, we literally had me, the DOP, and the artist.
Oh wow!
And a camera assistant or like a focus filler.
Yeah.
And that was literally it. We just went to the countryside and like shot it. So that was like very bare. I kind of love like a bare bones crew.
Yeah.
You're very free and you can like do what you want. But then also obviously to make things look more professional, you sometimes need more hands. So
fair.
The next one that we're doing in November, I've got a really, really good producer on board who I met because I work in a cafe and I made him like so many flat whites. And then the owner of the cafe was like, oh, he's a producer. And I was like, what? And then we started talking.
Here's my card.
And it turns out he's like really successul and he's agreed to produce my short film.
Incredible.
He's super professional. So I think it's going to be a bit more like, I guess professional than the last one. So we'll have more people in more roles and like, we might get like a security guard for the kit and stuff like that. So he's doing everything.
Oh, she fancy.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, I'm not getting involved. Like I'm like, yes, you go and make this work amazingly.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just still getting through this as well. So the coffee shop that you worked at, you're making this producer coffees every day.
Yeah.
Didn't know who was a producer, and now you're working together, and you got projects in November.
Yeah,
I don't think you understand how wonderful that is.
That was crazy. Yeah,
it's just the links and the connections and like the right things happening at the right time.
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
It's like meant to be, and because hospitality sucks.
Yeah, I hear that.
I love my team, and I love my boss, and I love the cafe that I work in. But like when you're just sometimes like when you want to be doing something else and you're like want to be making films and then you're making coffees and like cleaning things and everything like that, it can sometimes get like really hard like mentally, I think, to stay positive and stay motivated. And then something like that happens and you're like, oh, that's why I'm here. Like it all makes sense.
Oh, I love that.
And it's worked out.
So what is the project that you are doing in November? So can you tell us enough about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
It's a short film. It's going to be like 10-15 minutes long and it's like a dark romance. I want to one day make a film that isn't a romance, but so far it's what romance is, because that's clearly the biggest source of drama in my life. So it's like a dark romance set in a jazz club over like one evening. And it follows this couple and the guy is very jealous and possessive. And Clara, the girlfriend, is quite like trapped in the relationship, but there are lots of reasons that she's staying. And it's kind of about her realization that like this relationship doesn't define her and that she can kind of escape and like be free from like what this person is doing to her, essentially. And that realization about like freeing yourself and like loosening up and stuff kind of ties into like the jazz music because it's very like loose. And it's about just like, I guess, like personal freedom and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm
so bad at explaining them, but
I'm already hooked into this though.
So it should be cool. We're going to shoot it mostly in one take and it kind of goes,
Stop.
So the camera like follows the waiter And then the waiter kind of comes to their table, and then we have some dialogue with them. And then the waiter like comes and collects their drinks again or something, and we follow the camera back out through the club, and then like it comes back to the couple. So you kind of see like the progression of the fight.
Right.
Without having to listen to all the boring details of the whole fight. So it's like the progression over the evening, but also with like the other people in the jazz club and things like that.
Yeah.
And then there's different passers-by or whatever who like comment on the relationship or show them things about themselves and like that kind of thing. It's kind of weird and like, again, surreal and a bit like dreamlike. And it's very ambitious what we're trying to pull off. So we keep being like, if we pull this off, it's going to be amazing. Mm-hmm. If we don't...
Don't even think about it.
Not even going to think about how much money I put into it.
We're not going to put that in the atmosphere. It's fine. So
we're just like, touch wood.
Yeah. I was going to ask, so with because I've the one take thing, mm-hmm. I think it's incredible watching how it's all done. Mm-hmm. And I think I've only really kind of seen it on the studio with Seth Rogen's show and Adolescent. That was the first time I've ever really seen it. How does that work? Like how
and also I'm about to find out.
But when you're thinking about like the storyboard and everything and what it looks like visually, is a massive change from like just doing it with like a standard cam, or like do you have to? How am I saying this? Do you have to think about it completely different on how you're actually going to film it in that sense, with the tempo and everything? Yeah,
like it kind of has to, because we're recording like a soundtrack, like a live jazz soundtrack. So it's going to have to also like fit in with that.
Right. So wait, what do you mean by live jazz? As in like...
So like in a recording studio with jazz artists, and they're going to kind of like improvise and do a session. And that's going to be the soundtrack, which we're going to try and record before we shoot.
Gotcha.
So the camera is also going to have to like hit the right beats and stuff like that. So this is what I mean. It's
ambitious.
Very ambitious.
I mean,
everyone has had that look when I've told them about it. Like, okay.
I have faith in you.
Honestly, I have a lot of faith in you. I don't know if I have faith in me. But anyway, we're going to try. I trust my DOP. He's amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we're just going to have to go for it. But basically, it does change things because, I mean, I like it because I feel like it just makes it more free. Like, Carnival, we had so many shots, like individual shots, but they were all really short. And this is literally the opposite of that. It's like one long, free, like, piece of music almost.
Yeah.
So it just means that you have to get everyone just set up in their place and then choreograph it, and then the camera just moves through. And maybe it's because I started directing theatre, and that's very like it just happens in one go on the night. So I quite like that.
Okay.
And I feel like comfortable with that approach and like working with the actors to get the performances so that you don't need to do like 10 takes or whatever.
Yeah, fair.
So it's more like a technical challenge, I think. Yeah.
No, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch it. I'm very excited about it.
I think at the moment I'm more scared than excited, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, sure. It'll be fine.
But you got to do it.
Yeah, it'll be fine. You guys will figure it out, I'm sure. Yeah. So I want to ask, when it comes to the films out, when it comes to distribution and getting it out for people to watch, what's your, do you have a set way that you normally do it? Or do you kind of like tailor it depending on, on the film itself?
So I think it's just like putting it into festivals. Honestly, I'm not very experienced. So like my last film, I just did everything myself, and we got like one festival nomination, which was cool. And then Carnival, we've now just started doing festival submissions. And I recently learned that it's only worth submitting to festivals that are like BAFTA, BIFA or Oscar qualifying.
Okay.
There's loads of festivals that aren't, which you can submit to, but it's like worth submitting to the bigger ones. So that's been a change of approach this time. And then for the next one, my producer just knows so much about the industry. So he's going to like sort of show me what to do. But I think it's essentially just submitting it to the right festivals that you think will have a good audience. Yeah. Or like you want to find the balance of like it's big enough that it matters that you get the laurel, but it's also not so big like the Oscars that they're never going to watch your film. Yeah. You need to like know your level and then submit at your level. And then I think once it's done the festivals, I mean, it's also about like sending it to directors' reps and things like that. But that's all the stuff that I need to work out how to do.
So once you've done all the festival submissions and that's all done, what then? I mean, in the sense of you've done the legwork, is it just like, okay, on to the next project? Or Do you still spend quite a lot of time trying to distribute the films in different... Like, do you do viewing parties or anything like that? Like, if you do viewing parties, how does that work out with like funding and stuff? Is that something you have to just do all yourself, or...?
I mean, I've done a screening for both of my films.
Yeah.
And that was really good. And actually the screening for this film, the money that we made from the screening went to festival submissions. So we submitted 2 festivals from the profits from the screening, which I worked out as a nice little moneymaker. So that worked really nicely. And then, I guess I would do like viewing parties for friends, or maybe like contacts in the industry if my spreadsheet goes well and I see it.
I'm sure it will.
But honestly, I don't know. I think like shorts are generally just like the vehicle for the next thing for most directors. And it's really good to enjoy making them and stuff. And I feel like there's definitely people who are like, no, you should want to make shorts as an artist, which I do, like I love it. But I think most people are trying to get to the point where they're making like a TV show or a feature film or that kind of thing. So each short is like I feel like just each one should be better than the last one.
Right.
Or like more of a risk, or more of like your voice is in it and that kind of thing. And then you're just like slowly working your way up to the point where you can then do a feature film, like get a TV deal or something, which is probably very far away, but
you never know.
Got a dream.
You never know. And just, I mean, I have to ask this question. Just being a female director in this industry, how have you felt you've been received?
I think like on my shoots where I have like written the film and I've like selected the crew and stuff like so well. Yeah. It's gone really well and it's been really good. I think very early days when I was working with people that I didn't know very well, I would quite often, like in my early 20s, work with like male DOPs or DOPs who I think were quite patronizing towards me and kind of very like, well, this is how I want to do it, so this is how we're going to do it. And then it took a lot to build up the confidence to be like, but I'm literally the director. So like, why? Thank you very much. And they would just like reference these random things, and then I don't know. I really found that with like my first few films. And then, but I think a lot of that was also a learning experience for me to be able to stick up for myself a bit more. But I think that often, I don't know if you found this on shoots ever, like generally people are so lovely. But I just think often guys just have that thing where they just like naturally respect each other a bit more. And they're just like, yeah, bro, yeah, we'll do it like that. Yeah.
And you're like,
I feel like,
excuse me.
As a girl, you have to almost like prove that you're good before they'll do that. It's not this like inherent thing. So I've definitely found that. And I think I found it as like a runner or PA as well sometimes, that like honestly things have generally been very good, but the industry is such a boys club still. And I've been on so many shoots now, and I think maybe 3 of those shoots have had a female director. And I think literally 1 has had a female DOP, maybe 2. Like it's so bad. And I think outwardly the industry is so progressive and so modern and everything like that, but often when you look like behind the camera at crews and stuff, it's like a very different story. And it's just so male dominated. I'm hoping it'll change. I mean, I mean, after party we try and change it as much as we can and have like a good balance. But the more people I talk to, they're like, there's still a lot of equality that needs to be highlighted on sets, and especially like coming into it new. My mind always goes to, if it's someone's first job, I want them to feel like, oh fuck yeah, I want to do that again. I think it's very easy for people who've been in the industry for many years, who they're part of the furniture at that point, that to dismiss a lot of the like more green junior people within the industry. I think it's something that still needs to get worked on. I'm hoping that this podcast will kind of like help highlight it a bit more and give people more perspective on, well, sort of like more our voices and, our experiences, and hoping it does get better. I do want the next generation to listen to this and feel like, oh, okay, so it's not just me. And it doesn't stay like that. And if it does stay like that, fucking leave. That we'll make a new industry.
That production company or that director or whoever it is, they're just not the right person for you to work with. That's fine. You're not meant to get along with everyone in the industry. It's all right. But there are places that you'll work and you feel appreciate what you're doing. You feel like, I think the main thing is knowing that you can learn on the job. It's such a big thing. Like I love
that's okay.
Like there's no stupid questions. And I hate it when someone tells me that because it's so true. And now I'm like, okay, yeah, fair enough. But then I feel like I'm still asking stupid questions.
Yeah, I feel that all the time. When I'm like, again, on a shoot, like, how do the radios work? So you ask me that, like, every time. I can never remember how the radios work.
Yeah. Even now, I should flip a know at some point. We did Catfish season 1. Someone was like, oh, Shane, can I get a radio? And I was like, you can when the first AD gets it.
Yeah.
When it's a pure panic mode. And even like...
It was like, that's below me, actually. That's below my pay grade. So I'm not going to do it. I definitely know how to, but...
I'll clip it on your waist belt and that's pretty much it. No, I think I think that the other thing I enjoy about your journey is that you're learning... You know that you're still learning and you're still adapting, but going in as... You're still working as a runner. On some shit, it's like you've made work, yes, you've accomplished that, and it's still growing, it's still getting there, but you're still giving yourself those opportunities to be like, well, actually, I can still be working as a runner, which is sort of like the lowest job in one of the lowest jobs in production, but you actually learn so much from that role. Like I love chatting to runners.
Yeah.
It's because the things you guys work on is nuts. Like I was chatting to someone the other day, like, oh yeah, I was just doing this film and I was doing Silo and I was doing this and I'm sitting there like,
yeah,
what?
It is crazy.
Oh yeah, just in Croatia.
I was in Kazakhstan last week, like
what?
With like Jessie J. It's like, oh, okay.
It's like, oh, okay. I've been in the office in Highbury. That's my life now. No, I mean, I think it's wonderful, and it's not everyone is cut out to even be a runner.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Being a runner is a skill.
I
don't think I'm that good at it, to be honest. Like, it really, like...
I mean, you've been called back for jobs, so you never know.
I have, yeah. But some people get called back for, like, every job. But it's, like, really, you start to learn what it is that, like, makes you a really good runner. And it's crazy. Like, people are career runners. It's
yeah. It's because I think when I first heard about being a runner when I was a teenager, it was like, oh, you do it for like a year.
Yeah.
And then boom. Yeah. But there's people I know who've been doing it for years, but they've worked on every production you can ever imagine, all these amazing directors and production companies. I'm just like, that's mental to me.
Yeah.
But you gain so much more experience that way.
Yeah. You see so much cool stuff.
Yeah, but your connections are like, it's to say you've worked with this director and this producer and it's just like, oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to make people understand, it's like, yes, it's hard getting in production. Yes, some of us have had it easier than others. And yes, sometimes it can be a tiresome journey, but it can actually be really fucking fun.
Yeah.
Like the friends you've made in these jobs. Like I went to my producer's wedding the other week.
Oh.
Who would have thunk?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, he was like, yeah, come to it. And I was like, oh, this is going nice. Okay,
that's so
cool.
Cute.
It's just building that community. Like, and I this is again why I love having this opportunity to do this podcast, because I just get to meet everyone. Yeah. Like I haven't seen you in over a year.
So long, yeah.
And the minute we talk about doing the podcast, I was like, yeah. I've just been keeping track on your socials and your website and what you're doing. And I love how humble you are about your work and your approach. And it's like, yes, you've dealt with anxiety, but you're powering through in quite a healthy way, that you're not kind of like doing this and also hating the job because it's taking so much out of you. I do think so many people can actually learn from your journey and what you're doing. And it doesn't feel like any job is beneath you. You work from as a runner or in a cafe, you're still directing work and you're still writing. You're basically an octopus. Yeah. And you kind of need to be an octopus to get where you are.
I will clean out a bin if I have to.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't care.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. No one's too good in this industry to clean their bin. Respectfully. Yeah. We all have to work together.
But
we all have to get together.
I am looking forward to being the director, and you can just like rap when they're like, it's a wrap, and the director's just like, all right, bye.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
I hope to be on that set to be like, director, please, your car's here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, right, go for drinks now. You clear up.
Yeah, you guys clear up. You're right. Yeah. I think that's the other thing. Being a PM, I remember on one of the first shoots I did, I was like a few days. I think it actually may have been Hear Me Out. I was the first one there, last one to leave. And Jamie was like, are you okay with this? I was like, I don't know anything else.
Does the PM get to leave early, or you have to stay till like the bitter
you're
end?
the last person to leave. Yeah, and I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I really don't hate it. I quite like, especially when you finish a shoot on time. Go on. Off. Go on. You're fine. Enjoy yourself. And you kind of, there's a moment where like the set's empty.
Yeah. It's
Everyone's
a weird
gone,
energy,
like,
right?
it's honestly, it's so nice.
Yeah.
And I think, I think it was Hear Me Out the first, it was summer as well. So we just had like good weather.
Yeah.
Everyone's in a good mood, good vibes. But that was the first shoot on the last day when everyone went home, and I was like, oh, that was nice. But you also don't immediately miss everyone.
Yeah.
After. And it's a shame because, again, it's like you don't see everyone. Yes, we were working in all the same industry, live in the same city. You don't see people as much as you want.
Because everyone's so busy.
Yeah. And that's why it's so important to stay connected. Like the minute I was on your Instagram, I was like, because you never know. You never know when you're going to meet again. You never know if we're going to have an opportunity to work together again.
Yeah.
And again, I think it's so nice that you're well connected with like Ben and Edie, because then you never know. There might be something that pops up.
Yeah.
Director.
Yeah, I'm always like, Ben, just wondering like if you got anything coming up, you know?
Here's my show reel.
Yeah, just like one more time.
Fifth time try. It's fine.
It's in the spreadsheet.
We're in code red, guys. We're in tier 5. So what's next for you in life in general? What are you sort of looking forward to next?
Yeah, so this film that I'm shooting in November, that's the next one. But that's kind of so far through already that it's almost like over. Do you know what I mean? And then that's done. And then I think the next thing that I need to do is actually write a feature film. Because, because I've been trying to do it for so long, and I keep kind of working on it but not really giving it like the juice that it deserves.
Right.
And I feel like I just need to write it and make it really good. And that's honestly all I can think about doing as the next thing. So I'm gonna probably at the start of next year either like go somewhere or like move in with my friends in Liverpool, or like even go back to my parents for a bit and just like have space to write that. And then I want to like emerge from that writing hole and then just start like networking next year and going to all the stuff that I should have been going to this year. But like with my short films on the circuit and then my feature film like in my pocket. So that's kind of the next step. And I'm also going to apply to this film school in America called the American Film Institute.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say that on a podcast because I'll jinx it. But like, I'm not going to get it now.
Hey, you never know. We're putting it out in the atmosphere.
Yeah. Well, I might not apply. But even if I get it, it's like so expensive and impossible to go to. But even just like, you know, knowing that you could do it, it's like, anyway.
Don't
talk
yourself out of it now. You're fine.
But it's like a long running dream of mine to go there, because also if you study, you can then get like a year's working visa in Los Angeles, which is really cool. So kind of that's a potential thing. If I don't get that, then I'll just continue producing films here. I kind of want to live abroad for a bit. But it's hard in the industry.
That. Yeah.
So I'm trying to find ways of like, could I move somewhere for like 2 years and then come back to London? Like London will always be home. Yeah. And like my base and everything. But also, I guess
very
like, scattered. What's next? No, but like random stuff. But
I love it because you've got so many ideas, and it's not like, oh, I need a backup plan and a backup plan. It's like, no, if I can do it all, I'll do it all. Yeah. And again, I'm very much a just put it out in the atmosphere. Yeah. And let the universe, manifest it. Let the universe kind of take over. Yeah. And you'll figure it out. And again, it's a day by day situation. Yeah. You know. Oh yeah, I love that plan. I think I honestly I wish the best for you. I really do. I think it's so interesting like listening to how you think and how you work and how you represent yourself as a director. I think that's such a big thing. And you are just a lovely person. Aww. And I do, and that's why I was like, I could just imagine it'd be so nice just working on set with you, and just like such a good vibe. Like, yeah, I don't know. There's always been a gravitation towards when we first worked on Hear Me Out, and I was like, just good person. That's a foundation. Just being a good person.
That was such a fun shoot as well. Yeah, and we were all like just eating the cake in the back room.
Oh my god,
that cake was amazing.
I have a photo of you.
Oh no!
I have a photo.
It's gonna be the photo that ends my career.
It was you and like 2 other runners. I think at some point we were so overwhelmed by the cake because it was so good. It was Jones and Sons. We had like 5 different flavors.
We tried all
and we did the whole tasting session. There's a photo of all of us just like like caught red-handed trying all these cakes. And it was Grace because I think Grace was like, I need to stop eating sweets. And I was like, then stop eating the fucking sweets.
Yeah.
And then we were looking at the cake, we're like,
but sure, we go for another.
But we should go for a slice of cake. I still have that photo.
Yeah.
I still have that photo. That was such a good shoot. Oh my God. I'm now just thinking about like cake because I haven't had it since.
Get it again.
I know.
On the next shoot.
We've got another shoot coming up. I'm like,
yeah, it was good.
Yeah, cake. Oh God, yeah. No, I've been trying to be so good today, and I completely fucked myself with my lunch. I was like, I'm gonna have a tasty salad. I had a Korean dog.
Oh, I keep seeing those. Yeah, but I've not wanted to try it because they're always like £10, and I'm like, that's quite a lot of money for what that looks like.
Yeah, it is, but it's delicious.
Yeah, it's good.
It was really good. It was. I didn't need it. I planned a whole lunch. I didn't need it at all. But there's moments. Again, this is the trouble working in APS. We all get along so well, which is lovely. But then it comes to a Thursday and everyone's like, should we just all do lunch together? I'm like, no. Please God, no. And the minute I start looking at my lunchbox, someone's like, come on, Shan.
Oh.
Put it away. I'm
like, I tried so hard.
I'm like, okay, love you guys so much. I'll come for lunch.
It's like out of your hands at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think you can blame yourself.
Yeah, I'm not going to beat myself up.
You're just networking. It's fine.
Right. See, exactly that.
Yeah.
Because I really want to go to more networking events next year.
Yeah.
I've only been to any this year.
I haven't been to any.
Yeah. I kept saying I was going to do it and I just did. Also, there's really good ones for women in production.
Yeah.
Which I never knew. I get sent the newsletters now. I'm like,
right?
I need to get on this.
Yeah.
If you ever need a guest to come with you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
More
and
than happy to
if
come.
you find any as well. Because at the moment I have maybe like 2 that I know about. So.
Yeah. I was saying this to someone the other day. I want to start like a WhatsApp group where we just exchange.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's an event happening here. If anyone wants to come with me.
Yeah. That's such a good idea.
Yeah. Because I don't mind going by myself, but then I get so chatty.
It's so much better with someone else.
Oh God, yeah. I need someone to either like reel me in or just like take some of this energy and we'll balance it out. It's fine. But I will hopefully once we publish this, we'll do some like more research and we'll start putting it on the website so people can see what events are going on and not, if they want to go with someone, we can kind of do those connections. But yeah, and also if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to put some of your films on when we publish on the YouTube, just so I would love for people to reference what I'm talking about and actually like see your work and have an opportunity to do that.
I mean, that'd be amazing.
Yay, good. Wonderful. Well, that's our time.
Amazing.
It's been so nice to talk to you.
Yeah, that was so fun.
I know. It's been I love your journey. I love what you're doing. I'm really excited for what you're doing next. I'm excited for your next project. And I mean, honestly, just email all of us like here because we'll all watch it as well. Yeah. It'll be like first tier. None of this 5-tier nonsense. Yeah. First tier, I'll be like, watched it, loved it. Here's
immediate
my
reply.
Exactly. Exactly that. Okay, well.
Amazing.
Thanh you so much for today.
Yeah, thank you so much for
having
me. Such a cool idea.
Thank you. Yeah, it's getting there. I've been very, we had a meeting about today and I've been very like nervy about it. I've never done a podcast. I don't know what this is to do.
But this is like what the industry needs, like this kind of energy. For sure.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's really cool.
Okay, thank you. God. Thank God I'm doing the right thing. Oh God. No, I think it is getting there and I think I'm getting, I'm hoping I'm giving you enough opportunity to talk about yourself and your work and your journeys and everything. I will put you on a spot with this. I do apologise because I normally will mention it before and I forgot. If there's 1 or 2 people you think that would be really good guests to come on, it could be someone you've worked with before, someone you may have mentored or watched your films and stuff. Who would you think would be good to maybe reach out to come on?
Can they be in like any department?
Any department at all?
I'm trying to think. I mean, so the guy that is currently my DOP for all of my stuff, he's amazing. And I met him as a runner on a shoot. I mean, he was like camera assistant and I was a runner. And he has, in the last year since I met him, his career has just like taken off. But he's very humble, very low-key. Like, he is so bad at posting his work. But then he'll just be like, oh, yeah,
why is everyone so bad at posting their work?
I was working on this massive thing the other day and he'll show me some shots and I'm just like, dude, what the hell? So he's called Hugo Lai. He's great.
Hugo Lai. Okay, I'm coming for you, Hugo.
Yeah. And I feel like there's definitely some runners that I know.
Oh yeah, I haven't had a run on here yet, actually.
Yeah, I feel like there's some runners who are the runners who work on all the stuff, who like do really well. So I have a few names there. But I've probably only worked with them all like twice or something.
Yeah, fair.
But they like just have the craziest stories and like just do so well and get booked all the time.
Yeah.
And I think it's so impressive.
Yeah.
And have just sort of like come into it with no contacts and then like ended up doing really well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, probably those guys. Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. This is The Art of the Graft. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.